Now, the last thing that we are actually this took me a long, because there's a gap of 3-4 days, and I wanted to build up this story, that why we require learning agents and what exactly is learning agent. So now, as I told you, somebody needs to give agent this understanding about its operations. कि मुझे मेरा performance measure इस तरीके का चाहिए. I want my world state to reach this state, or I want my satisfaction levels up to this point if I'm talking about utility. तो ये सब जो चीज है वो एजेंट के अंदर एक तो आपको शुरू में ही डालना पड़ेगा. as it starts working, it should have this component defined properly. Okay, these are the goals that the agent is going to solve. Or if the agent is working in an unknown environment, agent would learn through his experience, learn through the understanding of evolution of the universe, and based on looking at the world, whatever perspective it has about the world, it will understand and gain experience and come up with a better and better representation of goals. So learning agent is a type of agent that facilitates this exact thing. ओके अभी तक हमने ऐसा इमेजिन किया था, कंडीशन एक्शन रूल्स होने दो, टेबल ड्रिवन एजेंट में टेबल होने दो, या यूटिलिटी बेस्ड एजेंट और गोल बेस्ड एजेंट में गोल और यूटिलिटी रिस्पेक्टिवली होने दो. ऑल दीज कंपोनेंट्स आर प्री डिफाइंड बाय द एजेंट डिजाइनर. बट व्हाट इफ वी वांट एन एजेंट to learn on itself, and we are looking at machine learning concepts which are like learning the algorithm itself to map things from one domain to the other. That is what machine learning is. They're trying to learn the algorithm that turns some matches some inputs to outputs. That is what we do in machine learning. So nowadays whatever the state of the art AI techniques that we see, the neural networks, the deep learning, the machine learning algorithms, the data mining algorithms, whatever you may call them. But these algorithms, the clusterings one, the classification one, the regression one, all these algorithms are trying to do internally a process of learning from experience, updating the model, identifying the model parameters, and making the model parameters gradually better and better in order to be able to solve the problem. This is exactly what learning is, and learning agent is a conception of such agent. So all these things are just conception of solutions, strategies that we may have. Learning agent would be one of such strategies. So we'll look at the diagram of learning agent now and understand what are the components of the learning agent, and then gradually look at every component. So this is how a learning agent looks. This is totally different from the earlier diagrams. Earlier diagrams used to have between sensors and actuators few components, or few questions rather, that would try to talk about or try to understand what was the environment state, how the world is evolving, then what my actions would do, and how I achieve a particular goal. Okay, all those kind of questions were there. Now instead of that, what we have is we have a box called as performance element between sensors and actuators. Now this performance element is actually a replacement. I can actually replace this performance element with any one of the different. So I had actually seen 5 agent types. So out of these 5 agent types, any one of the agent type can replace this box. I can think of that the utility based agent, or goal based agent, or simple reflex agent, or model based reflex agent, or table driven agent as one of the performance elements. So performance element inside this learning agent is itself an agent. Okay, and what learning agent is trying to do is it is trying to make that performance elements architecture more and more robust, such that it can solve the given problem, or it can act more rationally in the given environment. Okay, so that is what we are trying to actually do. So you can think of it as a two-level thing. So performance element itself is a agent, and the rest of the components of this learning agent is trying to, or working towards, making this performance element architecture better at solving the problem that it is solving, or at doing the functions that it is doing. This is what this learning agent is all about. Okay, so in that sense, there are 4 components to the learning agent. Okay, those 4 components are part of the block called as agent, and those are namely, so this is the first component that we already looked at. It's highlighter. Okay, so this is the first component that we already looked at, which is performance element, which I said is nothing but an agent that is performing on the particular task. So it is an agent that is doing its performance. And the second module or second part of the agent is the critic. I guess somebody is trying to get in. Third component is the learning element, and the fourth component is problem generator. So these are the four components or four blocks inside the learning agent. Okay, now how exactly the process of learning works is not part of the discussion today. Today what we are going to look at, or this part of the syllabus or this part of this book, only talks about the organization of different components. They just say what their role is, and then they leave it to the rest of the syllabus, where we will try to understand and try to learn how this particular thing is achieved. The only thing why they have included this part over here is because this tells you how exactly the goal, the utility, the CAR or the table in table driven agent and all the respective agent types, how they are actually built. They are not built over a single go of analysis and design. It may be evolved over a period of observation of how performance elements does a particular activity, and based on that taking more informed decisions about which type of agent I should choose from. So you can think of that I may be choosing different types of agent in different scenarios. Just like what Ajay was saying, if I feel like goal-based agent and utility-based agent are not needed for certain performance of a certain uh, task, then I would actually rather choose a reflex agent over all the other type of agents, because it is not deliberating and wasting time in deliberation and it is not needed. But someday I may choose that, okay, today it is required me to think before I act, then I should go about choosing a more elaborate agent. For instance, as a human being, we do not always use a complete thought process. Many a times we are done away doing things using just the simple reflexes. Sometimes we do not do simple reflexes, but we decide to allow us to understand how our actions would impact the world, and hence we go for model based agent in that case. Okay, just think of an example that I previously gave you. Somebody suddenly in a train tries to push you from back. You won't always turn back and poke the person with your hand, or do some sort of an evasive action by using some foul words. You'll first look and find out what kind of person he or she is who is pushing you, and then decide whether to use just foul words, whether to just show an anger through your expression, or whether to use a physical contact with that person. So it depends on a deliberation about which action I should perform, such that the world would evolve properly for me to be able to express myself plus be safe, because there your goal would be not to get hurt or not to get drowned into or drawn into some sort of a quarrel. Okay, so that is how we as a human being tend to use different kinds of agent architectures, in a sense, in our thought process to take different decisions at different levels of operations. When you're writing an exam or when you're preparing for an exam, you will have certain kind of utility defined or certain kind of goal defined, and then your working your thought process entirely works on that front. So you can think of performance element, it just these all three components, rest of the three components are responsible for choosing appropriate performance element or appropriate things to be defined in the performance element, such that performance element can act, can perform, or can solve the problem. Okay, so that is what these three other components would do. Now one by one we'll talk about these components and talk about their role in the whole process of learning. So learning is extremely simple thing. You might have certain amount of knowledge about solving a particular problem. Learning gives you more experience of solving the problem, and at that and it also gives you more insights into what are the different strategies or better strategies rather to solving that problem. This is what the learning agent does. And the main component of learning agent is thus the learning element. It allows you to impart changes to the performance element. It allows you to inspect the performance elements working to extract the understanding level of the performance element. कि performance element को क्या क्या पता है जिस पे basis पे performance element is performing its activity. Now, learning element would suggest changes to performance element. It will tell that performance element should do these changes so that it can work more appropriately and it will be a more fruitful rational element. Now, learning agent simultaneously also sends certain signals to which are considered as learning goals. So what learning agent does is it does not only suggest the changes to the performance element, it also gives certain learning goals to problem generator, which will actually generate or simulate certain scenarios, problem scenarios to performance elements, such that now the performance elements working with those changes can be evaluated, and the learning element further can understand the increased or decreased knowledge level of performance elements. So it is not just learning element is telling changes and jao changes karo mera kaam khatam. It's not doing that. It actually imparting the changes to the performance element, and along with that it is setting up new learning goals so that the problem generator now can pose certain problems to the performance element, and these might be certain kinds of experimentations internally these components are doing with respect to performance element that tries to identify how better performance is achieved by the performance element, whether the performance achieved by the performance element is better or not, and that will be judged based on the insights obtained through this knowledge arrow. ओके, ये नॉलेज एरो बताएगा लर्निंग एलिमेंट को कि परफॉर्मेंस एलिमेंट का जो अंडरस्टैंडिंग था एनवायरनमेंट के बारे में, उसके स्टेट के बारे में, उसके इवोल्यूशन के बारे में, और उस परफॉर्मेंस एलिमेंट्स के खुद के एक्शंस के बारे में, हैज इट ग्रोन? इफ इट हैज ग्रोन, everything worked out nicely, the changes are good, the goals set were proper, and now the performance element can really function nicely. But if in case from the knowledge arrow, the learning element understand that the changes weren't effective enough to make the performance element better its operation, then it might rethink those changes and introduce a rolling back of changes through the same change arrow. So this is how learning element and problem generator tries to manipulate performance element. Now learning element sits inside the agent and it does not have a knowledge of what sensors are pouring in as an information to the performance element. This information comes to the learning element through critique. Now this critique part of the learning agent, it actually is, as its name suggests, it's a critique. It is criticizing. So it is actually trying to match the performance standard that is set by the designer maybe of the agent. Okay, and it is actually trying to match के ये अगर आप agent type use कर रहे हो और ये percepts आपको आ रहे हैं तो इस तरीके का performance होना चाहिए, इस तरीके का रिजल्ट मुझे मिलना चाहिए. सो दैट इज व्हाट द क्रिटिक इज टेलिंग. क्रिटिक इज गिविंग फीडबैक, नहीं इस तरीके का रिजल्ट मिल रहा है, इस तरीके का रिजल्ट नहीं मिल रहा है. अगर क्रिटिक बोलता है कि फीडबैक देता है कि सब ठीक ठाक है, एवरीथिंग इज फंक्शनिंग प्रॉपर्ली, देन द लर्निंग एलिमेंट विल नॉट बी exchanging lot of changes, exerting lot of changes, or requiring to set up new learning goals and give it to the problem generator to define newer problems to be solved by the performance element. But if critic is saying no, the performance that the agent is doing is not worthwhile, you need certain changes in the performance, then learning element and program generator will start operating their activities. So this is in general how this learning agent would work. So in an environment and agent, we have another agent sitting, which is called as performance element. So performance element can be any one of the 5 agents. Now what does learning agent would do is, learning agent would study that agent's behavior, how it is behaving, whether it is achieving the goal. If the goal based agent is there, utility based agent is there, is it utilizing properly? If it is just model based agent, then is it is it requiring any CAR changes because the environment is dynamic? So there would be a question in your mind: why would I require CAR to be changed in first place? I would require CAR to be changed because my environment may be dynamic. My sensors may be partially looking at the environment, so the environment is somewhat not completely known to me. Okay, it may be changing itself, so my actions whose reflection was changes in the environment state जो शुरू में हो रहे थे वो बाद में नहीं हो रहा है. This happens lot in many games, right? So say suppose you are playing cricket and you are having new ball with you. It swings a lot when it is new. As it loses its sheen, it stops swinging or seeming. It seems a lot initially, but it starts seeming less as it loses the sheen and the ball becomes older. But as the ball becomes much older, it starts to reverse swing. It swings a different way in a different direction. So there are a lot of different ways to exploit these scenarios, and I might not use same CAR always. So if I use the same bowler always in all the three cases, I may not get wickets. That might be my goal, to get all the opponents out in given stipulated time that I have. Maybe something like that. So this is just an example which you can also think of. There could be many real world example that you can think of, wherein we actually try to manipulate the CAR. We manipulate the goals. The goals may also change. The goals may also differ. Let's suppose we are talking about taxi driver. Taxi driver's goal may to be taking that person to his destination in stipulated time. So it may have decided to choose a particular path. But suddenly, if there is a traffic jam in that path, your agent now needs to rethink his uh, choice of path. He has to redraw the entire graph of all the nodes that connect the then starting movement to the destination of that particular person, and he has to resolve the problem. He might now, for resolving the problem, might not use the same CAR. Same condition action rules might not be used. Same goal might not be there because of a certain new things which have incorporated in the definition of the state of the environment. The problem itself is now evolved into another problem. So that is why we require concept of learning into the agent's performance, and these four components of learning agent establish how we can achieve it. So this is all about the agent type